My guest today is very near and dear to my heart, Taki Gold. He has a website, World of Taki Gold, and he is an amazing designer. He now has a line of cologne, and his story is so moving. You're going to be in tears today. So I'd like to introduce you to my dear friend, Taki. Welcome to Passionate Living, Taki.
Oh, thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Now, Taki, can you tell me a little bit about your passion for fashion?
Fashion actually started with a story, and all of my art is just a way to connect people to an energy that I experienced when I was 6 years old in Liberia. At 6 years old, I woke up one morning and I was introduced to a civil war. So I went through it with my sister, who was about 12 or 13, and I was just blessed because during the Civil War, I was in a group with about 8 to 11 women, and they started to explain war to me as art, because I was so young, and I was so protected because everything I saw was just love and magic, right? And then the next minute there's war, and so they always related the contrast of everything beautiful that I went through before war, and they always challenged me to find that same beauty because it was still there as war was happening. So
how old were you when you actually became a soldier in the war, right? In the revolution?
We all did. There's no way of not being one. I was 6 when the war started, and I went through the Civil War for about 3 years, so from 6 to 9. So it took us 3 years to flee the country. In time, we all felt like we were more powerful than war.
Wow,
and
that's beautiful.
Then that just shifted everything, because things stopped happening to us and we started to happen to things.
That's beautiful.
So, for example, for fashion, since I'm in a group with all women, we had to design our own clothes according to war. So there was a lot of rips, there was a lot of tears, just so they were able to move, freely. And then because of war, we ran every single day, so their bodies were amazing. So they just looked really, really sexy anyway. And there were times in the beginning of the war that a lot of women was afraid to show how beautiful they were, because it was a target as far as rape goes. But through the end of the war, they wasn't afraid of that beauty, and I actually saw it become a shield for their protection, because there is a strength in being the full you. So for fashion, I started to learn how to design because I used to help them with the rips and the tears. So all the stuff that I design is by hand. As far as music, they taught me how to create a score of everything that was happening. So there's so much rhythm in war, from the AKs to the bombs to the grenade launchers to the screams to the cries. So I kind of composed all those sounds in my head, so I wasn't afraid of it anymore. Because at night, at first I couldn't sleep, and the women told me, you have to, because the next day I was so exhausted. So now I could sleep because I can transform the sounds the way that I wanted to experience them.
Now, a lot of your clothing design is really paying homage to women. I love that about what you do. Tell us a little bit about, what is the name of your company?
So my fashion line is Girl God, and I chose the first line to be military uniforms from the U.S. and I actually buy these uniforms directly from veterans that are actually been in combat, because there is a mutual understanding that the mission is more important than the uniform. So it's like I would buy the uniform from them and I would transform it into something beautiful.
So Taki, I want to thank you for all the amazing work that you do in the world and all of the goodness that you bring, and that you're living your passion, making a difference in the community around you. And thank you for being on Passionate Living today. I wish you a world of success and send you a big hug, non-contagious hug through the ethers all the way out to Santa Barbara.
I just got it.
Oh, good.
It just landed.
Good, good.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I had a blast. Congratulations on this show. It's needed right now. And everyone who's listening and watching, go check out World of Taki Gold and just have an experience. Connect with it. It's there for you, and very, very happy to be here.
Thanks.
Like this.
Thank you.